Welcome, folks. Today we delve into a dark chapter of American history, hangings in the 1800s. This was a time when justice was often delivered at the end of a rope, a grim testament to the social and racial tensions of the era. Hangings were far from rare, but some stand out for their sheer brutality and the stories behind them. We'll be turning the pages back to recount 5 of the most chilling hangings of this period. Prepare yourselves as we travel back in time to a grimmer period in our history. At number 5 on our list, we have Jeff Arnold. This tale takes us back to the late 19th century. Arnold, a man accused of a crime so heinous, it shook the very foundations of his town. His capture, swift as it was, led to a hasty trial, fueled by the public's thirst for justice. But it was his hanging that truly etched his name in the annals of history. The scene was a spectacle of brutality, a vivid display of the era's harsh penal methods. The noose, the crowd, the final gasp, all painted a grim portrait of the times. A chilling start to our list, wouldn't you agree? Coming in at number 4, we have Robert Tom Bell. Now, Bell's story is a rather harrowing one. Accused of a heinous crime that shook the community to its core, Bell was swiftly captured and subjected to the harsh justice of the time. His hanging was, unfortunately, a spectacle that drew a crowd hungry for retribution. The sense of dread that filled the air that day lingered long after, marking Bell's hanging as one of the most notorious events of the era. A grim tale indeed, and we're just getting started. Our number 3 spot is taken by Lewis Holder, a man whose story is etched in history not for heroic deeds, but for a tragic end. Holder found himself accused of a heinous crime, one that saw him the target of a mob's ire. Captured under circumstances that left much to be desired, he was subjected to the swift and harsh justice of the era. His hanging, marked by brutality, stands out as a grim reflection of the times. A chilling tale indeed, but our countdown of the worst hangings of the 1800s is far from over. A harrowing story, but our countdown continues. Coming in at number 2, we have Wash Adkins. A figure shrouded in notoriety, Adkins was accused of a crime that shook the community to its core. His capture was swift, fueled by a wave of public outrage, but it was his execution that truly marked his name in the annals of history. The chilling details of Adkins' hanging are a testament to the grim realities of the era. It was a time when justice was often delivered without the due process we know today. His case serves as a stark reminder of the lengths society went to in order to enforce a distorted sense of order. Adkins' hanging was particularly notorious, not just for the crime he was accused of, but for the manner in which his punishment was carried out. It was an event that drew throngs of people, a spectacle fueled by an insatiable thirst for retribution, a dark tale setting the stage for our number 1 spot. And at number 1, we have the chilling case of Stevie Long in 1868. Long, an African-American man, was accused of a crime that, in the eyes of the mob, warranted the harshest of punishments. His alleged crime, steeped in the racial tension of the era, sparked a wave of public fury that led to his swift and brutal end. Long's capture was as swift as it was merciless. He was dragged from his home by a mob, devoid of any intent to provide him with a fair trial. This was a time when justice was often clouded by prejudice, and Long's case was no exception. The day of his hanging, a large crowd gathered, a grim reflection of the society's appetite for such spectacles. Long's end came not in the solitude of a prison cell, but under the watchful eyes of hundreds. His last moments turned into a public spectacle. The brutality of Long's hanging, the lack of due process, and the public's complicity solidify his case as the most horrific of our list. A haunting end to a grim countdown. We've journeyed through some of the darkest moments in the 1800s. We've retraced the steps of Jeff Arnold, Robert Tom Bell, Lewis Holder, Wash Adkins, and the infamous Stevie Long. Each story, a chilling reminder of an era marked by racial injustice and extrajudicial brutality. As we reflect on these tales, we're reminded of the importance of justice, fairness, and humanity. Now we turn to you, our viewers. Which of these individuals would you have wanted to see hang? Share your thoughts in the comment section below.